Hi guys, Coach RJ here and welcome to our new episode of RJ's Math and Science Workshop where we learn as one and we learn with fun. So it's a nice day today here guys. New opportunity to learn more about integral calculus lessons. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell button for more notifications and share it to the others, especially those who are taking their integral calculus class and preparing for their summative assessment. So stay tuned and have a great day. So guys, we're done with the three methods of integration, which is the trigonometric integrals, the integration by parts, and the trigonometric substitution. Now we will go to a tougher method, which is called algebraic substitution, in which we will use algebra to substitute in our integral expressions. Okay? Please observe guys, because it has a lot of procedures and it has a lot of cases that we need to note for this algebraic substitution. In fact, this is the tougher method rather than trigonometric substitution. It's because it will involve large and tedious process when you solve. Because there's some instances that when you solve algebraic substitution, you will encounter another method. It can be trigonometric substitution, it can be integration by parts, or whatever method na natin na-discuss, makikita yan dito sa ating algebraic substitution. So, let's discuss the methods. So we have 6 parts here, okay? I've just listed 4 first and the other 2 will be in the next one. So when an integrand contains nth root of x, we will use the substitution u is equal to the nth root of x, or maybe u raised to n is equal to x, provided that your n should be the LCD of all rational exponents of x. For the second one, if we encounter radical expression and your radicand is a linear term, it is in the form ax plus b, then we will use u is equal to the nth root of ax plus b. Or it can be u raised to n is equal to ax plus b, provided that the n is equal to the LCD of all rational exponents of x that you will encounter in the problem. Number 3, if you will encounter a polynomial, it can be a polynomial that is in the form a plus bx raised to n, then raised to the power of p over q, expect a rational or radical expression here. Use u is equal to q, the qth root of a plus bx raised to n, or simply u raised to q is equal to a plus bx raised to n. Wala na pong square root to guys. A plus bx raised to n, where m and p, q are elements of integers, and p and q should not be equal to 0, and m plus n all over q should be an element of integer. And we have another subcase for this case 3. If your m plus 1 over n plus p over q is an element of integer, kasi kailangan natin siya ma-proving. In this case, we need to prove if m plus 1 over n is an integer or m plus 1 over n plus p over q is an element of integer. We need to do this one to satisfy cases because there are some complications that we will encounter if hindi natin siya na-prove na ganoon. Okay? By this case, we will use x raised to n, u raised to q is equal to a plus bx raised to n, where still m and p, q are elements of integers, where p and q are greater than 0, and this will satisfy. Okay? So for the fourth case, if in the radicand or in the square root function, there is an expression a plus bx plus x squared that is not factorable, then you will use quantity u minus x squared is equal to a plus bx plus x squared. Okay? So that is our 4 cases. We will introduce to you the last 2 cases for the next one. Okay? So these are our remaining 2 cases for our algebraic substitution. For the 5th case, if we encounter the square root of quantity a minus x times b plus x, we will use this substitution. This one is equal to quantity a plus x squared times u squared. Then, for the last one, if none of all cases will satisfy or will be compatible for the integral expression that needs an intervention, then you have no choice. You will use reciprocal substitution. X is equal to 1 over u. Okay? So these are all the cases for our algebraic substitution. And to further understand this topic, let's have some examples, okay? Let's have some examples. Here's the first one. The integration of dx all over the square root of x plus the cube root of x. So as you can see in the example, it is obviously a case 1, di ba? So kasi nakikita natin meron siyang rational exponents, okay? So with this one, the first thing that we need to do is to locate or to find the value of the LCD. So what is the LCD of the exponents? It is obviously 6 because this square root has an index of 2 and this one has an index of 3. So the LCD is 6. And after this one, we will assume u as the 6th root of x. Kasi yung ating n is 6, okay? Or in the other words, u raised to 6 is equal to x. Then don't forget to differentiate this one because this is a part of the solution. So to differentiate this, 6u raised to 5 du is equal to dx. So now we have our values here. We need to plug in na lang, okay? So to plug in the integration of 6u raised to 5 du all over, when we substitute u raised to 6 here, then the square root of u raised to 6 is u cubed. And the other one, if we substitute u raised to 6 in the cube root of x, it is u squared, okay? So now, to get their factors, this is u squared times u plus 1. This is 6u raised to 5 du all over u squared times u plus 1. So we cancel this one. We cancel. And we get 3. So after which, we can get 6, the integration of u cubed over u plus 1 du. And with this case, before we integrate, we will perform first our algebra, which is the long division, because walang other way para i-simplify ito kundi long division lang. So let's say we conduct long division, we get u squared minus u plus 1 minus 1 over u plus 1 du. Then we can get their integrals. So after getting the integrals, the answers will be, the integral of this one is u cubed over 3. The integral of this one is u squared over 2. The integral of this one is u. And the integral of this one is ln of u plus 1. Then don't forget to integrate with plus c. Okay? Next is we distribute the constant. So this becomes 6 divided 3 is 2. So this becomes 2u cubed. Then 6 divided 2 is 3. So 3u squared plus 6u minus ln of u plus 1 plus c. And I will ask you guys, is this our final answer? If you say no, then you're correct. It's because this is in terms of u. And we need the value that it is in terms of x, okay? So we need to substitute back our values of x. So for the u cubed, we substitute our 6th root of x here, and we will get 2 the square root of x. For this case, if we substitute our 6th root of x here, then we will get 3 the cube root of x. For this one, the value of u here is the 6th root of x, and another one for the 6th root of x. Okay, so plus 1, then plus c. So therefore, this is our final answer for the first example. Okay, so if you have questions, guys, you just comment there in the comment section, and don't hesitate to recommend something. Okay, here's the second example. The integration of x cubed, the square root of 1 plus 4x squared dx. So as you observe in this case, it is the case 3 na siya. It's because it has a quadratic expression sa loob or a polynomial expression inside the radical sign. Then merong exponent dito. This is x cubed, ha. So anong gagawin natin una? So mas madali na lang siya. It's because we will just label, or we will just assume what is m, what is n, what is p, and what is q based on the case number 3. So therefore, m is 3, n is 2, p is 1, then q is 2. Then let us say meron kasi siyang sub-cases, di ba? So, kukunin muna natin yung case kung anong gagamitin natin na pang substitute. So, we will use m plus 1 all over n. So, our m here is 3. N plus 1 over 2. So, 4 plus 2 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So, therefore, this is an element of an integer. Therefore, we will substitute u is equal to the qth root of 1 plus 4x squared. Okay? So, our q here is 2. So, square root na lang. Or in other terms, u squared is equal to 1 plus 4x squared. So, yan lang ang ating isa-substitute. So, don't forget to differentiate your substitution. So, 2u du is equal to 8x dx. Or to simplify, this becomes u over du is equal to 4dx. Okay? So, yan na lang po. Now, what happens here? Since we have now our substitutions, we will substitute it here. Okay? So, the integration of, let's say, because there's a 4x here, i-divide natin ng 4 both sides. So, this becomes u over 4 du is equal to x dx. So, natira po dito is x squared, the square root of 1 plus 4x squared times x dx. Para masubstitute natin itong u over 4 dito. Okay? So, our value of x here is we need to extract it first. So, our value of x becomes u squared minus 1 all over 4, then the square root. This is our value of x, based here. Okay? So, after this one, we substitute. Then, kasi x squared siya, we cancel na lang. So, ang matitira is u squared minus 1 over 4. Okay? Then, this is u. Then, this is u over 4 du. Then, we put the constants in the sides so that it will become 1 over 4 times 4 is 16. The integration of distribute first. So, this becomes u raised to 4 minus u squared du. Integrating this one, this will become 1 over 16 times u raised to 5 over 5 minus u raised to 3 over 3 plus c. Okay? Next thing that we will do here is we will distribute the 1 over 16 para mas madali siya. So, this becomes 1 over 80 u raised to 5 minus 1 over 48 u cubed plus c. Okay? So, mas madali siya, di ba? Tingnan. Then, next, what happens is, isa-substitute natin yung value ng ating u. Okay? So, ang value ng ating u earlier is the square root of 1 plus 4x squared. So, this becomes 1 over 80 times 1 plus 4x squared raised to 5 halves because square root siya minus 1 over 48 times 1 plus 4x squared raised to 3 halves plus c. Next, dito na natin siya ipa-factor out. Okay? So, their common term here is 240. Okay? So, 240 times quantity 1 plus 4x squared raised to 3 halves times 240 divided by 80 here, we got 3. So, 3 ang matitira dito times, since we factored 3 halves, ang matitira na lang is 1 plus 4x squared. Okay? Minus 240 divided by 48, we got 5. So, this becomes 5. Ginang natin ang bracket para masadali. Plus c. Okay? So, this becomes 1 over 240 times 1 plus 4x squared raised to 3 halves times, we distribute this 3, this becomes 12x squared plus 3 minus 5 plus c. Okay? Then to get the final answer, since we will add this one, this becomes negative 2 and their common factor is 2. So, ilalabas natin yung 2 and this becomes 2 over 240 times 1 plus 4x squared raised to 3 halves times 6x squared minus 1 plus c. And take note, there's a common factor for 2 and 240, which is 2. So, this becomes, the final answer will be 1 over 120 times quantity 1 plus 4x squared raised to 3 halves times 6x squared minus 1 plus c. So, this is our final answer. Okay guys, so if you have questions guys, just comment there in the comment section. Then after this one guys, we will have our practice quiz to further understand this topic. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, RJ's Math and Science Workshop, and click the bell button for more notifications, and share to the others, especially those who are taking their integral calculus class and doing their summative assessments and preparing for their advanced classes. And shoutout nga pala kay Miss Luzil K. Ortiz of MSU IIT. She's currently taking BS Chemical Engineering. Hello, Dai. God bless there. Stay safe. And for all the viewers there, thank you so much for watching and for the support. See you for the next video. Have a great day. Ingat.